You're watching Gulf Coast Gridiron. Go Tigers!
Oh, thank you, ladies. Did somebody say meaningful football? Well, football is always meaningful, but now every game is getting a lot more important. Evening, everyone. I'm Bradley Schimmel.
And I'm Bailey Smith. Yes, it is starting to get serious now. Playoff implications are relying a lot on this chunk of the schedule. Welcome to Gulf Coast Gridiron. This is our Facebook Live show that we do every Friday night after our 11 o'clock shows to give you a little bit more than what we gave to you in those shows. But a lot of action to get to tonight, so let's start things out with our Week 8 Game of the Week, Bradley.
Well, just like today's date, today's Game of the Week was a 10 out of 10. Two high-powered, one-loss teams, two district foes. Only one can win. Port Charlotte and Dunbar, they've only faced off one time in the regular season before, and it was all Port Charlotte. Now, how are things going to look this year? First, we'll start with Dunbar on offense here. Brandon Seabrook dials one up to a wide-open Verdarian Malloy, and he's got room to rumble. Watch those knees, camera guy. My goodness, be safe. But now it's a critical down and a critical game. Fourth down for the Tigers, and who's going to step up? Well, it's Port Charlotte and their defense. Big stand to stop the drive there. You know what they say, bend but don't break. But now, can the Pirates right the ship here? Let's get a look at the Dunbar band. Now, fourth down of their own. They're driving deep. They're looking to convert here, and they do not do that. Drives, they could not be sustained until later on in the game when Port Charlotte took full control. The Pirates, they were able to win this one 44-12, nearly the same result as the last time these two faced off last year.
Well, Charlotte's heating up after rolling past Island Coast last week, and now the Tarpons look to keep that momentum going. In district play, Mariners trying to bounce back from a tough rivalry loss to Cape Coral, but the Tritons would love nothing more than to snap Charlotte's 6-game streak in this series between the two. It was 7-0 when we pulled up to this one. Charlotte was nearing the goal line with less than 30 seconds left till half. Dylan Schick hits Davion Daniels, and he is in for 6 more. Tarpons take the 14-0 lead into the break. Third quarter, though, Charlotte forcing Mariner to punt. The Tritons take advantage of a mess downfield here, though, and they recover it, and great field position. The Tarpons weren't going to let the Tritons just take it easily, though. Trenton Curlis, named the homecoming king tonight, takes down Owen O'Leary. But on fourth down at the 21, Mariner was feeling gutsy. O'Leary to Stephen Carter Jr., and boom, the Tritons are on the board. They made this one interesting. They took the lead in the fourth. It was back and forth, but Charlotte able to come out on top and win back-to-back games. Some more scores from around the area. Cypress Lake takes down Island Coast big, and an upset in Naples. South Fort Myers gets the win over the Golden Eagles.
Incredible comeback there, and Riverdale comes back to roll Fort Myers, excuse me, and Cape Coral shuts out Ida Baker 48-0. Could you imagine scoring 9 touchdowns in 2 games? North Fort Myers is a guy that sure can, because he did. And he was looking to rumble some more tonight against East Lee County. Now, the Jaguars and Red Knights, this was the scene when our cameras arrived. 28-0. North Fort Myers is well in the driver's seat for win number 3 in a row. Caden Kahn takes a snap, humps, rainbow delivery, hauling it in. It's Charles Lombardo. He's racing down the sideline. He's wishing he could have scored here, but thankfully, have no fear. Roman Aviles is here. He takes the jet sweep, and he shimmies his way into the end zone to add on to this overwhelming North Fort Myers lead. East Lee County, they need to respond. They go to the air here. Tip drill intercepted by Christian Villalobos. It is all Red Knights. North takes the win 42-10, their 3rd win in a row. This team is absolutely scorching hot.
Well, and finally, 2 teams looking to turn the corner tonight, meeting tonight. Gateway Charter coming off of its best offensive showing of the year, and Babcock hoping to regroup after a tough loss last week. Both programs searching for a spark as they battle for momentum down the stretch. Each team with 1 win on the season. Who will double that tonight? Starting off with Gateway Charter, Michael Walker extending the play for the Griffins. He scrambles, trying to find his man, fires downfield and hits Wyken Damier. Big gain inside the 10, setting them up in striking distance. Tavares Robinson then takes the handoff and powers in for 6. Gateway strikes first. It's 7-0 Griffins. Babcock trying to answer. Finn Habing finds Brody Hunter. First down Trailblazers. Rolling into the second quarter to finish the drive. Babcock dials up some trickery. Fake punt. Chris Romano takes off, dives ahead, but he is just short of the line to gain The Trailblazers defense steps up big on the very next Gateway Charter drive. They fall on the loose ball for the turnover. But the Griffins end up taking this one to move to 2-6.
How about some more scores? Lely, they shut out Aubrey Rogers. Barron Collier, their first win of the season, 48-0. Their first win under their new head coach as well. Congratulations to the Cougs.
And wrapping it up with those scores, Estero takes down Lemon Bay on the road, and St. John Newman absolutely blows out FBA in that shutout. Well, Golden Gate's had a pretty up and down season so far. They've come into this matchup, which was Thursday night, 2-4, off a big win over Clewiston last week. But when they do get their run game going, they've proven that they can move the ball.
Yes, the Titans, they're trying to spark something in this matchup against Northport, who's also trying to do the same here. Let's see here, picking up in the second quarter. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Golden Gate, Kenson Demisier finds an opening. He takes off, he picks up the first down and a whole lot more. It takes several Bobcats to take him down around the 15. Couple plays later, Timothy Stauffer, sounds like Timothy Chalamet, caps it off with a 7-yard keeper. Titans lead 7-zip. Second half, Golden Gate trying out its passing game. Backfires this time, picked off by Katavion Commodore, who returns it more than 30 yards.
So things could be cooking for Northport. Jack Stoltzfus trying to find the end zone here. He gets pretty close on his keeper, but the ball's loose, and the Titans jump on it. So Stauffer pitches it out to Gam Tanis, and oh, how the turntables. It's back to Bobcats ball. So surely things will work out this time, right? Commodore creeping up on the end zone, but it's knocked out right before the goal line. Ball bounces out of the back of the end zone. Drive is over. Each ended up adding a score in the fourth, but Golden Gate comes out on top 14-7. Wow, well.
Ball security, very important.
Exactly, that one was a lot of turnovers in that one. But we did have some really good plays that we saw this week. Let's get to our plays of the week. I'll start it out. Mine's coming from tonight's game up in Punta Gorda. You just watched it. Mariner at Charlotte, Tritons, tired of the goose egg that was on the scoreboard in the third quarter. So they went for it on 4th and 10, paid off. Owen O'Leary, Stephen Carter Jr. tag team for that Tritons score.
You know what they say, scared money don't make money. How about mine here? Is this Cam Scadaboo or Aiden Lopez? I mean, I tend to have a soft spot for large individuals run the football. That held true tonight. It's not Scadaboo. That's Aiden Lopez toting the rock. I mean, look at that guy. He loves football. He loves football, and good for him.
Well, week 8 is in the books, but we've also reached the point where this becomes a weekly thing. This meaning that taking a look at our weekly standings. Here we go. Let's start with 5A District 10. Cape Coral, undefeated, and they're the team to beat. Following them is Charlotte and Mariner, who of course just face each other tonight.
And now to 5A District 11. Riverdale, of course, leads the pack, followed by North Fort Myers, and Lee County.
Well, now to 5A District 12. Gulf Coast leading the way as they enjoy the bye week, but Immokalee is hot on their trail. Meanwhile, Palmetto Ridge has the upper hand on Golden Gate as the Titans have one more district loss than the Bears.
Dropping down to 4A District 12, absolute chaos tonight. Literally up until just now. With Port Charlotte's win, they hop in the driver's seat while Naples takes a tumble down after their loss to South Fort Myers. Don't get used to seeing this because, yeah, things are bound to change.
And finally, we'll look at 3A District 13. Cypress Lake Panthers, they're the big dogs in this one, or the big cats, actually. They have 2 big district wins so far this season. But again, don't get comfortable because Estero's right there. Lemon Bay trails them, and then Island Coast. Well, let's take another look at our Week 7 Player of the Week. He's a Cowboy who has made his impact week in and week out. Bradley?
Yes, now LaBelle is an absolute juggernaut, including tonight. They've allowed points in only 2 out of 9 games this entire season. Has that ever even happened before?
I've never seen it.
I don't know, but our Week 7 Player of the Week hails from their impressive defense. A two-way stud, Ari Davis. He had 2 pick-sixes this week. Here's what he had to say to his community after winning such an honor.
Oh, it means a lot. First time doing this, I feel it's a very special moment.
He brings a lot of facets to the game, to us as a program. 3-sport athlete, you know, he's also involved in track and he's involved in basketball. And we've been able to see him put all 3 together.
Well, congratulations to Ari on this outstanding achievement.
I loved his hair there. That was very fun hair. But if you didn't see your team's score tonight, we'll have all of them on our website. So don't Don't fret, you can go to the Gulf Coast News app and you can find all of that you didn't get to see here. But Bradley, Week 8.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're seriously like cruising through the season. Before you know it, playoffs are going to be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're cruising here. It's getting serious. We really need to buckle down here. I mean, let's talk a little bit about it. What kind of teams, who's going to win a state championship?
I mean, I don't know, because we have seen some teams that you think are going to be all the way up here and they're not, and vice versa. I feel like it's been a lot of surprises the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. I mean, Cape Coral, I can tell you, incredible. LaBelle, these are some names that come to mind. But in the coming weeks, we're going to be highlighting these teams. We're going to be talking about our top 5 teams in the coming weeks. So, join in every week on Facebook Live for that. We're going to be giving our takes. They might be controversial at times, but this is crunch time. It's for real. Well, playoffs. This is the time right now.
And of course, every Saturday night at 11 o'clock on ABC, Bradley, you've got an announcement.
Yes. As always, our player of the week. So, community support is always important, like I always say. That ends up being the deciding vote. We'll pick 4 of the best performances from this past week, and I'll be announcing the nominees, and you will be able to vote on them. Voting will close on Tuesday at 9 a.m., and the winner, our player of the week, will be announced that night at 6 p.m. during the newscast.
Yep, well, that is all for Week 8. We had a lot in store, but even more is coming this season. I just cannot wait. Any last words?
I wish it were the playoffs already, but not really, because I love football. So.
I know, because then the season will be over. But again, thank you so much for staying up late with us. We're here every single Friday night after the 11 o'clock show, so make sure you join us.